Welcome to this information session about the NRF2 pathway. Welcome to our first Wellness Wednesday evening for the next 12 weeks. We are going to be talking about one part of being well, potential part of what our bodies go through. Maybe it's a struggle. Maybe it's just a supplement kind of suggestion that we have. But for the next 12 weeks, we're going to be looking at a product a week, which is really, really exciting. So tonight, my favorite product, unlocking the power of the NRF2 pathway. And if you haven't met me yet, I want to say hi. My name is Charlotte Venter. I'm a wife of 31 years, mum of 2, grandma of 1. My passion is to help people live their best life. And I retired my husband. I'm super passionate about business and helping people just have some freedom and flexibility in their lives. Well, before I get into the nitty-gritty, let me just put out a disclaimer and say that under no circumstances will I be making any claims that we can cure, heal, prevent, mitigate, diagnose any disease. The product I'm going to talk about tonight is TGA certified in Australia and in New Zealand. We have full approval to have the products here. They've been endorsed, so we know that they're good and safe for you to use. So tonight we're going to have a look at a problem with aging. What is the problem? And there's several problems with aging. Put a 1 in the chat for me if you are familiar with some kind of a problem as you age. I think we all are, right? You just suddenly wake up and you think, oh, that's hurting. Why is that hurting? It didn't hurt yesterday. So with aging, there's a whole heap of stuff attached to that. We're going to have a look at NRF2, what it is, and is it a potential solution to make things easier for us? We're then going to look at what the experts say, so solid, legit, independent, peer-reviewed, published science. And then we're going to look at a couple of options that we all have at our fingertips. First of all, let's look at what happens with aging. Well, as we age, this sort of seems to be what happens. And it is sort of just what we expect. You know, when I listen to people talking, it's like there is an expectation that when you're young, you're full of energy, you're going to be healthy, then you go to school, then you go, you finish school, you go to uni, or you study, or you start working, and then sort of around your late 20s, early 30s, you start feeling a few little pains and aches. You may see a gray hair, you may see a wrinkle, and then soon it starts going downhill, and then you can see the person is going lower and lower, walking with a stick, then in a wheelchair, and then they die. The prediction in Australia is the average person here by the age of 73 will be diagnosed with some kind of chronic illness, and the average death today is the age of 82. Now, when we know that people retire on average around the 65, that's quite a sad statistic. That means from 65 to 73, they have 8 years of good health, and then it starts going downhill. So our goal is to find whatever we can find to reverse that and give all of us a better chance at this thing called aging. So the first question that our company had is that they asked this question: is declining health something we have to simply accept as a part of getting older? And that led on to a whole heap of research, and in fact 30 years, so over 3 decades of research to see what happens in the human body that causes disease, that causes aches and pains. What happens to us as we age? Sort of what is rotting? Like what is giving up? What is happening? And we discovered, or scientists should I say, discovered something called oxidative stress. Now, oxidative stress is in every human, and it increases as we age. Here's just a very simple graph to show you. If you have a look at the age at the bottom, and the red line is the oxidative stress. So scientists discovered that as we get older, this thing in the body called oxidative stress increases. In fact, by the age of 20, there's already starting to show a decline, an increase. And, from 0 to 20, you can see the line is pretty much just straight. So oxidative stress is at bay. And you 20-year-olds on the call that thought, oh, I don't have to worry about aging, that's far away. Well, actually, this is the bad news for you tonight. You already are starting to develop oxidative stress. In fact, from birth, we start to develop oxidative stress. But the good news is that our bodies are strong enough and have the ability to cope with the levels of oxidative stress when we're so very young. But now it starts getting worse. By 40, it's worse. By 60, you can see it's much worse. And of course, by 80, it is uncontrollable. And that line only goes up. It doesn't go up and down, up and down. It just goes up. So let's see, what is oxidative stress? Well, oxidative stress develops because there's an imbalance in your body between free radicals and antioxidants. So those are two very important words to remember tonight: free radicals and antioxidants. So let's look at them individually. What is a free radical? Well, our bodies produce free radicals just in our normal metabolic processes daily. It's sort of the waste kind of, I guess that's an easy way for me to explain what it is. It just, as the body's doing what it needs to do, it creates this stuff that's not really great for us. But it's also accelerated by external factors, such as if you go for an X-ray. I heard a ridiculous statistic. I forget now actually the details of it, but if you go for an X-ray, it takes like years to get that radiation out of your body, to actually get your body into a good state as it was before the X-ray. If you go for CT scans and MRIs, it's even worse. I think, if I remember correctly, an MRI is it takes like 2 years or something to get it out of your body. Google it and have a look. The ozone, smoking, air pollution, chemicals, herbicides and pesticides on the food that we eat. If you exercise a little bit or too much, believe it or not, you are boosting oxidative stress in your body. Wi-Fi, we are constantly bombarded with Wi-Fi signals. Like, this thing is next to us all day. Don't sleep with us next to your bed. Put it away from you. Keep it far away from you. Microwaves, drugs, lifestyle, diet, inflammation, all of that increases free radicals in the body. So what are antioxidants? Let's look at that. Now, antioxidants are the delicious things. I love what antioxidants do. Do you guys remember this game called Pac-Man? Oh my gosh, as a kid, this was my favorite game. So antioxidants are like these little men that go around and gobble up all the free radicals. So if all those little dots were to be free radicals in your cell, and let's say this is just one cell, the antioxidants are the good guys. They like gobble, 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 eating up all those free radicals. How do we boost antioxidants in our body? Well, one way is to eat really good food, fruits and vegetables. Try and eat organic if you can. Make sure that you eat as much as you can. And there's other ways too, like if you exercising at a good level, you're boosting antioxidants as well in your body. But the sad part is that the only way we can reduce oxidative stress is by boosting antioxidants. And if the way that we boost antioxidants is predominantly through food, well, then we are in trouble. Because, guys, today, food is not what it used to be. In fact, your body makes trillions of free radicals every single day. So to reduce one free radical means you've got to eat one antioxidant. And if you have a look at some of the statistics I got today off Google, it's pretty scary. Now, today you need to eat 21 oranges versus 1 in 1970. Look how much our food is deteriorated. Why? Because the soil is deteriorated. We spray our foods with herbicides and pesticides. You know, a while back, I was in a meeting and a lady put up her hand and she said, "Can I please share something with you?" She said, "Can I tell you that the apples you buy at the big supermarkets, do you know that we picked them about 2 years ago?" I said, "What?" She said, "Yes, they are so sprayed with chemicals and with like a, what do you call the stuff, like a wax. That's how we preserve them. And so they go into fridges and they get stored." Now, I didn't verify the information that she sent, so please share with us if you know that. But isn't it crazy? You know what, I live on an acreage. I have a number of fruit trees, and what I find super interesting is when I pick a fruit, let's say a mandarin, off my tree, it's beautiful and ready to be eaten. Do you know that within 2 days or 3 days, that fruit starts going off? It starts decaying. Whereas if I go to one of the supermarkets and I go buy some mandarins, man, I can have those in my fruit basket for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks and they still look great. Why is that? You see, we're deceived by thinking the quality is great because it looks great. If you needed to get enough antioxidants in your body in a day, you'd need to have 87 glasses of red wine. Or if you think about a punnet of blueberries, and I love blueberries, I can eat a punnet in no time. There's 6,500 antioxidants in there, and we need trillions in a day. So we can never eat our way out of trouble. Now, what happens if we don't reduce our oxidative stress, if we don't make this a priority? Well, I'm sad to say to you that it's just a matter of time and it's going to show. It leads to cell and tissue damage, which leads to over 20,000 unwanted conditions in your body. And there's some of those on the slide there. Now, again, we can never claim that none of those things will happen to you if you use an NRF2 activator or product. However, we do know, you can find the information, it's public knowledge, what happens if you don't reduce oxidative stress. Well, there are over 300,000 studies today published on the Medical Library of the USA government talking about the importance of reducing oxidative stress, just how bad it is. So what is the solution? Is there another solution if we can't eat our way out of it? If our body's making less and less and less antioxidants, what can we do? Well, what our scientists discovered is that there is a system in our body that makes antioxidants. And the next question they had was, why does the body stop making these antioxidants? And is there a way of restarting this process? Is it like, can we just go to a light switch and switch the switch back on? And the great news for you tonight is that the answer is yes. We discovered that the body has a pathway called NRF2 or NRF2. And the only job for this pathway is to make antioxidants. In fact, it makes it by the gazillions every day. But sadly, as we age, and this starts around the early 20s, our bodies make less and less and less antioxidants, not because it's designed that way, but because it is damaged. Our bodies are severely damaged today by the environment that we live in. So our scientists, after 3 decades and 5 of them that got together, and 2,500 different formulations of what can we do, how can we put this NRF2 pathway back on, discovered exactly how to do it. And we developed a product called Protandem NRF2. Now, this product is just all natural. It's 5 herbs in combination, put together in a certain formulation, certain quantity of each herb, to switch back on that pathway that now starts creating gazillions of antioxidants in your body. This is the only natural supplement in the world that has been proven to extend life. And all of what I'm sharing with you tonight, we can validate by showing you the independent, peer-reviewed, published studies on PubMed that was done by different universities and institutions, not done by our company. So what does this product do? Well, it switches on this pathway to make the antioxidants. And when that happens, it's reducing oxidative stress by 40% in just your first 30 days. Oh my goodness. Imagine if you can reduce the #1 cause of over 20,000 horrible conditions by 40% in just your first month by taking one of these a day, just 1 tablet a day. Well, I was skeptical. I was like, man, that sounds like a little miracle pill. Like, I'm not so sure about that. But I can tell you what has happened in my body is just hard to even put into words. I had all sorts of stuff going on with me, and today my bloods are normal. It not just helps with different challenges that you may have, but it also improves stuff like sleep and energy and clarity of mind. It reduces pains and aches because it does reduce inflammation, and also it just helps us feel so much better. You're not so moody, up and down kind of moods and fluctuations seems to stabilize a lot easier. So many benefits. We can give you literally hundreds and hundreds of them, but the main benefit is it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in just 30 days, which is why all these other things start happening in your body. Now, this product, by taking 1 tablet a day, will generate enough antioxidants in your body to eliminate billions. In fact, it's unquantifiable, but billions and gazillions of free radicals daily. You no longer have to worry about, am I eating enough antioxidants? Of course, eat your fruit and veg. You need the vitamins, minerals, you need the fiber. It's really important, but nothing can do what this one product does. So let's have a look at what the experts say. So there's so much stuff we can send you to have a look at, but the first one was ABC Primetime shared a video where they had sent in their reporter to, under camera, have his own oxidative stress levels tested, go on the product for 30 days, and then see what happens. And the results were phenomenal. After 14 days, so 2 weeks, his oxidative stress dropped by 45. And after the month, it had dropped by 70%. So when they aired that on TV, there was a massive, massive outcry from the medical world, from universities wanting to research this product. And that's why we have so many studies that have been published. In fact, today we have 29 peer-reviewed published studies on PubMed. Another study was that one I showed you at the start of, as you get older, your oxidative stress levels increase. Well, they looked at one 80-year-old person, took that person, put them on 120 days of this product, and guess what they found? They said after the 120 days, they could no longer distinguish the difference between the blood of the 80-year-old and the blood of the 20-year-old. Well, hallelujah. Really, that's what I want. Hey, I want to be 80 and have the blood of a 20-year-old. Isn't that awesome? So we know it works. The results clearly show that it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in just 30 days. Here's another test that was done. This is phenomenal. This just blows my mind. Again, this is before Protandim. This is after Protandim. Look here, your body just lines up. Everything works in sync. It is just such an incredible product. Washington State University published their findings, and they said, in their opinion, it is the biggest breakthrough in medical history. Here's another study that the University of Colorado, Denver did. And what we found as well, or what they found, should I say, is that this product also increases what we call the mother of antioxidants, the biggest one, the one that regulates your entire immune system, by 300% in the cells that were tested. So many benefits. We have a list of studies we can share with you and show you. So many, too many to mention. The Heart Association of America did a wonderful study. In fact, that's the one that really grabbed my attention. So 29 of those, all independent, not done by our company, saying that this product works. On top of that, we have a Facebook group with about 30,000 people in there that we can add you in to have a look, read through it yourself, see what our customers are saying, and then you can see for yourself just the third-party feedback on using this product. So let the person know that invited you tonight on this call if you'd like them to add you so you can have a look. Just a quick mention about the company. This company is 20 years old, or just over 20 years old now. We have sold over 40 million little bottles of this. We are NASDAQ traded, so a publicly traded company, which is a very safe company. Our products are made by ourselves. We have a warehouse in Brisbane, a warehouse in Auckland. We manufacture, we ship, we do everything ourselves because we are super strict on the quality of our products. And lastly, I just want to share what the cost is of this product. So in Australia, it's $75.38 for a month's supply. In New Zealand, it's $88.88. One pill a day, super easy to use. Take it any time in the day with food or without food. I always recommend with food, and see how amazing it's going to make you feel when you start reducing oxidative stress in your body. Well, friends, I hope that's been helpful. I hope you've learned something tonight. Please share this with your friends and family. We care about them. We want people to live a good, healthy, happy life. Thank you so much for being on this call. Please go back to the person who invited you and share with them if you have any questions. And if you'd like to order your product. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good night.